Good to see him in the lineup. Watched him in tryouts, and he was sweet, playing with a lot of energy and intensity. So we'll see how the boys do tonight. In the twisted wrister last year, didn't get off to the best start, which didn't really matter. They made it to the quarterfinals, and they all made it to the quarterfinals. Every team made it, so I think that should be the case this year, but we will see how it goes. And here we go. Eagles out there. We've got Bodine, Baker, and Charles, and then we've got King. Should have announced a D pairing. We've got King playing with Jackson O'Donnell, number 7. And that draws one back by Valor. King chips it in, gets it in, sent in by Bodine. Gets a little bit congested there. Coffey gets to it. That's Coffey playing with King. My apologies. Circles back around the net. Bodine on the forecheck. Tries to pinch it in, but he can't quite get there. Back to King. King cross ice. All the way back to Bodine. Fumbles through his stick. A little bit rusty there. He can't quite get to it. Now it's sent all the way back down in. And that's an ice. All right, we'll take it. Some sloppy play here to start. First 30 seconds. I don't know if any passes connected, and maybe a little bit nervous jitters for the Creek boys too. Now we'll try line number 2 with Fisher, Deep, and Bevan. And on the point, we've got Foy, and there's Jackson O'Donnell, number 7. Draws one back to the aforementioned number 5, Foy. Shot gloved easy. Shots on net, never a bad thing. And that is first shot for Valor. Definitely going to take me some time to get used to these names and numbers. That's Connor Foy, number 5. I just met Chris, his dad, so you'd think I should remember that name. We got Foy. That draws one back again by Fisher. Chipped back in by O'Donnell. Fisher can't quite get there. Gets some assistance from Bevan. Kid falls down, but now that's sent back out, and that might go all the way back down for another ice. We've got more icings than shots in the first 45 seconds here of play. 2 icings, 1 shot, I think that is. To round out the starting lineup, number 33, Lucas Jordan in net. On defense, we've got Connor Foy, number 5, Jackson O'Donnell, number 7, Caden Liu, number 11. Gabe Fisher lines out there again. Wins another draw. That's 3 for 3. Goes out of the zone. It was so far, got past O'Donnell. Circle back around. Sent in by Floyd. He takes the body. He bounces off, gives him a look, but here we're still going. Oh my goodness gracious, almost a deflection by Deep. Great play. Fisher plows that kid down. These kids came to play. Wow, good work there by Fisher, picking up where Elijah left off. Now outlet, here comes Creek. Tries to go through, good play there by Foy, number 5. Bevan's got it, he looks up, gets it just out of reach of Deep. Now it gets sent back in. There's O'Donnell over to Foy. He gets it out of the zone. Now it's sent back in as a delayed offsides up into the netting. And we'll regroup with a face-off out of the zone. Good hit there by Gabe Fisher, letting his presence be known. Brother Elijah on the defense was really good back there to start with. And now he is out at Tennessee. And now here comes a third line. This is Max Sutter in there. Tarbert and Perch. We'll see how they'll go. One to Tarbert. Tarbert squeaks through, tries to get a shot, and that is up into the netting. Takes a shot from above the circle. 2 defenders, didn't have anybody with him, so he had to do something. It deflected up into the netting. Not terrible play. We'll try that again. We get to see Caden Liu. He's out there for his first shift. He was great in the tryouts too. Really energetic and really good, smart hockey IQ. Draws one back by Creek. They're going to try to break out, and they just turn and just absent-mindedly fires it all the way down again. A no-look pass to nobody, and that is an icing. Third one by Creek. They've got 3 icings now in the first minute and a half. Definitely some loose play. We'll try that again. Sutter, Max Sutter is in the circle. Draws one by the Bruins again. They're going to round it out again. Back there, they can't get it out. Good work there by Tarbert to tie him up. But no, now Creek, here they come on the rush. Good job breaking it up is Jackson King. The one returner on this defensive pairing too. Sent high, it's almost a shot by Creek. Creek's trying to assemble, and they do assemble the troops, and now they've got a little bit of pressure now. Squirts back out to the side. Creek sends it back down in. Backhand up to Badassian for Creek, but now it's gotten by Lou. His first time touching the puck. He can't quite get it out. Takes some body, a pretty hard body, I think. Oh, good job by Caden Lou. That's that kid Argyle fan tries to go by him. That's a pedestrian move, and Lou sniffed that out really quickly. Good body there by King, too. Now they're tied up, but the Eagles need to get this one out. This is danger. This is, oh, they can't quite get it out. That's sent down in, dangerous. And now here comes the Bruins, and the Eagles just look a little out of sorts here. Sent back in, deflection up into the netting. Probably some new legs on the ice is what's needed. That was not the best look there by that line and those combos. We'll get the Baker line out now with Maddox, Charles, and Bodine. They didn't do much that first time, but we'll see how they do. Actually, that's Canapari in there at center. Given Baker, I think they've got Canapari. Good to see him out there. He had some good plays in that JV game last night, too, or I should say the McCarr division. Draws one back, but doesn't quite get it out. That's a shot, deflection, good save by Jordan. Now the Bruins seem to have the best of the Eagles now. Now it's sent out, we might have a rush. Oh, Maddox, those Maddox and Bodine, those two fast skaters, but they couldn't organize that. But, oh, good shot there by Foy. Foy lays that kid down, good work there. Here comes Maddox with some speed, but he can't break it through. Gotta be passing. Puck movement is what made these Eagles so powerful last season. Now Maddox, he's gonna regroup. Looking for that stretch pass. Oh, he can't quite get it up to Bodine. Bodine was cherry picked in the back. Good job by 19 from Creek to knock that down. Now it comes out. No, it doesn't come out. Now it's in the middle. They're trying. Still can't get it out. The Eagles look really unorganized here. Very disorganized play. Canapari loses track of the puck behind the net. And now they can't quite. There's Coffey. He tries to get it to Maddox. Maddox to Bodine. Bodine's got one-on-one. He circles. He's looking. He's got nobody with him. He eats some clock and dumps it back in. Pretty wise play. In on the chase is Bevan. He gets a little bit deep, and now it's sent out for another ice by Creek. Two officials out here. I thought there'd be four. They've got two official system going with the two officials calling the offsides, ice, and all the penalties, which we've not seen yet. As to be expected, neither team's really that organized here. And now we got Baker with a little bit different line here. Now it's sent back out to Lou on the point. He gets a shot and score! There you go. Welcome to high school hockey, kid. Wow. And there he is, opens up the scoring, and that is Lou, Caden Lou, with the first goal of the season. Good screen shot. I think Baker was in front with the screen. And there's Caden Lou, number 11. Welcome to high school hockey, buddy. That was sweet. Good work, and just like that, Eagles are up 1-0. 12:51 left on the first period. Good work. Good screen on that goalie. Now he takes a shot to the face. He pops right back up. Good job by Lou. There's an outlet pass. Galfan gives him a shot. That goes right into the chest of Jordan. Galfan says, yeah, good shot. Gives him a little business to the face. Lou shakes that off. Good work there. Good goal. Might have some trouble here with the Lions switching and swapping them up. Gabe Fisher now in there with Tarbert and Perch. Looks like O'Donnell on the point with King maybe. He draws one back by Creek. They maintain possession, gives it in. You see a lot of these kids, this Creek coach tends to play the kids over and over. The same line plays over and over, so they should get tired out. They're not tired now. I think that's Ritter. Big hard shot goes way high, and that is offside. It comes back out. Let's see what Fisher can do with it. He's going to try and organize. And a pass that doesn't connect, and now Creek's going to keep it in. They get it in. Bevan can't really sift it out. There's Coffey. He tries to get it up to Tarbert. Tarbert does connect, and he's going to send it down. That's wide. He pops right out to the middle, and then just a panic spot all the way up. And now here comes Creek. Tarbert was in the middle of a change. Good heads-up play, and good play there. There's Maddox with a good move, sends Badassian down. Some good hits there by the Valor boys, it's Charles out there. He waits for it, gives some more body. He's seen some body from his Creek kids, and Martix Charles not afraid to give any back. Sent all the way back in by Fisher. Good job making the line. Bodain's on the forecheck. Gets there. Oh, it gets just past. Doesn't quite. No, there's Maddox. He shakes one off. He gets to the center. He's dancing. Back to put. Oh, no, Foy fans on one. But he one-hands it up. Can't quite get up to Bodain. Now he gets to Bodain. Oh, he turns and passes it way too hard to Baker over on the side. Baker, good hard work by this crew to keep it in. Now they're going to reorganize. Sent in by Foy. Now they're going to regroup. Baker's on the forecheck. Good job getting back there. Creek is just lazy in this play. Good play by Baker. Now he's got some help from Bodain down there. Now there's two working. Two down there on top of each other. You don't need that many down there. The other three kids are back. You got to be careful about getting too many kids back behind the net. Bodain and Baker both back. Now they're way late to get back on the back check. It's way too deep behind the net there. Now they come up. Bodain tries to chip it out. He gets it out of the zone. Creek turns and aimlessly fires back. There's a huge disparity in the quality and the difference of lines from that top line to the bottom line. Tries to send it out. Shot blockered wide by Jordan. Now it's back in behind. Floyd gets there. He looks. He sees Bodain. Oh no, he turns and goes the other direction. Now he goes back and he sends it to Bodain. Bodain passes it to Creek. I'm not so sure what he's doing there. A lazy chip play. Now he tries on the break, and it's sent in. It won't be an ice. Pretty good play there by defense. And now Valor's going to turn and send in. Creek's there. Another save by Jordan. Pretty pedestrian, routine save. Creek wins that battle, takes on three kids, gets tied up a little bit. Oh no, Foy forgets the puck. I think his stick might have gotten cut. Now he tries to get it out. He gets a little bit fortunate. Passes to nobody, but now it's back. Creek's can organize. They seem to be a little bit better with the puck control. I think they've played 3 or 4 games so far this season, though. Now Creek makes the zone. I think that's Wyatt Toney, number 25 with the puck. He's going to send it all the way back up to the point. Turn shot, and that shot is wide. Bevins, oh nope, that's Purchase. A little bit late to get there. Jackson King tries to rim it around, and he can't. This line's having a tough time getting it out. Good job by King with some body over there to Lou. See if he can get it out, and he's got some time, and he sends it off the glass, and he's going to ice that. Probably watch the replay of that and think, I had several more strides and could have made a little more hockey play versus icing it. Definitely puck control in the O-zone by Creek. Valor having a little bit of trouble with the puck control, the passes, and everything's just a little bit off. We've got Sutter out there now at center, working with Tarbert. Canapari, it looks like. Draws one, there's Foy. Back around. Over there to Canapari, he hustles to get, oh no, he almost got it up there to Sutter, who had a good step and some inside position. But now here comes the Eagles. Oh, good stick there though by the Bruins, and then now it's turned and sent back in by Canapari, and the boys give chase. Bruins are going to organize behind their own net, and they'll start to break out. Pretty good play. Good job lofting it out, but it's intercepted by Foy again. Oh, that was a high hit. That's Messina. Got Foy right in the face with a shoulder. That could have been called. 4-ref system, he probably would have called that. And now that's sent all the way back down in. Creek gets there first. Foy bounces off that one. There's Coffey. He gets it, rims it back around to Canapari. Kid falls down. And they can't get it out. Questionable play here by the Screaming Eagles. Relatively basic move on the blue line, and can't get it out though. Turns and fires it back in. There's Foy, and he's going to turn, and that's going to be another icing too. Bruins are definitely dominating their O-zone. Now we're going to send out the line. Baker, Charles, and Bodain with O'Donnell and Lou on the blue line. Let's see if they can get a little bit better. I haven't seen really any organized play yet by the Screaming Eagles. See if they try that break move. We'll see how Baker does in the faceoff circle. Baker wins the draw, but there's nobody there. He wins it back to himself, forgets the puck. Now he gets it up to Bodain. Bodain tries to chip it out again and misses it. Loses the puck battle, but there's Maddox Charles. He's got some speed, goes around. A kid tries to hip check him. Now Maddox has got taken on 4. And now it comes out to Baker, the overcommit. Oh, Baker, rough play there off the boards there. Maddox, he's gonna have to take it out and regroup. Gets it over to Lou, good play there. Creek overcommitted, sent all 4 guys in there to cover Charles. Now let's see if they can get some play. Bodine chips it up, pops back out to Bodine, sends it back in low. Baker's on the chase. He can't quite get there. Now it's sent back off the boards. Lou gets there. Good play by Lou. Oh, now Lou gets run over by Charles. Charles battling. Lou gets taken down by one of those big, there's some big kids. Oh no, that pops right back out to Badassian from Creek. They got that first line out there. Good save by Jordan. Ritter from Creek sends it back out. Watch the line does Creek. Now Creek's organizing like they're on the power play. Now they just backhanded out does Charles in another icing play. Definitely on their heels. Bodine runs into Galfan on the way off the ice. Might have had some words, but the Bruins are definitely giving the business to the Screaming Eagles so far. Gabe Fisher. Line there. Bevan deep. Gabe wins another draw. Sends back to King. Oh no, funky bounce off of the boards. King's right there. Good job staying with it. Gabe Fisher, good job getting back. Deep hustles back in. There's 2 Valor kids. Uh-oh. Comes right back out to the side. Oh no, shot right off of the Creek kid. Now King chips it out to Bevan. He can't get it out. Next practice, the boys are going to have to work on getting it out of the zone because that seems to be a struggle. Comes to Coffey. Let's see if he can get it out. Gets it out to Deep. Deep's going to wind back around. Sends it back to King. They still can't. Oh no, then it comes out. And now here we go. We got a 2-on-1. We got Fisher with Deep. Oh no, right to Deep, and he looked up and it went right under his stick. Great feed by Fisher. Deep's going to have nightmares about missing that one tonight. Now we got a little bit of organization. Nope, Creek breaks that one up. Sent back in by King. Now the boys are going for a change. Looks like a wholesale change here too. Good job by Sutter closing on that one. We got Sutter. He's working with Purchase and Tarbert, it looks like. We still have King and now Foy on the blue line. Foy has some time, sends it up to Perch. Now here's a breakout. That looks like some organized hockey play. Well, half of an organized hockey play because now it's broken back up by Creek. So now we're going back, sent all the way back in. There's O'Donnell. He turns and flips it back to Foy. Foy leaves it to Tarbert. Tarbert manages to get it out. There's Perch on the chase. He gets bodied into the boards a couple times, but stays with it. Good job bouncing off that kid is Tarbert. Good job holding his ground there. Now it's sent back in. The Bruins, oh, that's a very errant pass, but he gets lucky. It goes right back to him. Once into his back, once into his skates. And now it's right back. And here comes Charles. Does he have a step? He does. He gets past it. Look at the strength. Oh, right into the shoulder. Good power move by Maddox. Charles, man, has he got some strength. He just muscled past that defender like he was in score day. Now here comes the Eagles. They're going to organize again. Back to Bodine. He turns it over. Unbelievable. Okay, now here back to Baker. He turns, gives it back to Bodine. Bodine leaves it to Charles. He's got some time. Now they're organized. Baker tries to get through. He trips over one. Good job by that Creek guy holding his ground, and that might be an ice. Yes, and oh, that's a fortunate call on that they call that ice. Man, Maddox Charles had a step there and didn't quite elevate over that goalie's shoulder. Goalie didn't know what to do. He just stood there and got lucky that the puck bounced off of his shoulder. I think that's Roush, Nick Roush in goal. Played a couple years with him. Known him for a while. Good kid, good family. Now we're going to try Gabe Fisher out there. Fisher with Deep, Bevan, Lou, and King. Oh, that's the first lost draw, I think, by. And now there goes Creek on that streak play. Messina can't quite get there in time. Valor's got that play too. They haven't pulled it out yet because they only had a few practices and they're still learning each other's names. All right, let's see if Fisher can do it again. Well, Fisher loses that draw too. And now here goes Creek, and they got Messina down the middle, and that's another ice. Creek has 0 goals but 9 ices. They're trying those stretch passes, and they haven't connected on those, but one of them do. They've actually been behind the defenders a few times. Valor defense has been a little bit slow to get back a few times. Let's see how Fisher does on this backhand draw now. Again, he's working out there with Deep, number 25, and Bevan, number 17. Kane Lou, 11, with the lone goal. The backhand draw is won by Bevan. Good job playing the body there and shielding that puck with his body as Bevan. Bevan did some good work at the end of the season with Nationals and the state game. And there's Fisher with some body too. Oh, and that is a little bit loose in the middle. Here comes Creek. Drop pass. Creek shot wide up into the netting. Pretty good drop pass and play there by the Creek boys. See some John back and forth. So now we got Tarbert out there with Canapari and Purchase. Foy, and I believe that's that King on the other side. Can't quite see from here. Draws one back. Nope, that was Coffey. Draws one back, and then here's Perch. Good cross-ice pass to Tarbert. Tarbert's got some speed. He's got that good shot from the point. Oh, good drive. He shot that low, hoping for a deflection. Great play by Tarbert, thinking he might get a deflection off of that. Off that kind of shot pass. That was cool. Foy up to Tarbert. The kid was gonna look up Tarbert, but Tarbert's a big kid in that one. Oh, he leaves it. There's Tarbert, nobody in front. He turns and passes, but nobody was there to collect that. Now here comes Creek down the side. Now King's in. Oh, nope, that's Foy. Good play is Foy and Coffey still. Creek's gonna try and send it in. Oh my goodness. Sends down Tarbert, does one of those Creek kids. Now Foy collects it. He's got some time. Good body by Tarbert, sent back down in by Foy. Now we're going on the slow motion. 2:44 left in this period. I think that's a penalty, or is that an ice? They're calling a penalty? All right, they're calling a penalty on Badassian, number 27. Last game I saw him in, he actually got kicked out for punching a kid. So he's fond of the penalty box, so he'll go there. And we'll watch the boys go to work. This 5 offense power play was fun to watch last year. I don't know what to expect this year. They practiced it for, I think, 2 or 3 minutes at the end of one of those practices. Love watching Maddox Charles quarterback this play, though. Good job. One back to the aforementioned Maddox Charles. He's going to survey. Back across to Fisher. Fisher, oh, no. Oh, good job. Gets it in. Can they get it? Oh, there's Fisher. He's reorganizing. Back up to Charles. He sets it up. Back over to Bodine. He surveys. Down low to Baker. Up to Charles. Oh, nope, doesn't make it through. There's Baker. Good job. Good job using the body. Turns and fires. Not a bad play. Turns and fires. You never know. You might get a rebound there. He had a couple kids down low. There is 1:30 left on the power play. Not bad puck movement for this first time. I think this is the first time they've actually played this power play unit versus any opponents. Fisher wins. Oh, nope, he doesn't win it. Turn Creek fires it out. Oh, and it goes all the way down. Fisher's going to play. He shields it with the stick. Now we'll see how they do on low zone entry. Sends it back to Fisher. Fisher up, cross ice to Bodine. Bodine's got a seam. He brings it in. Cross ice. Oh no, good pass by Bodine. He sent it in a little too hard. It's one of those NHL passes. They weren't prepared for that. Blows a tire, does, oh no, Baker trying to get on sides. He blows a tire, falls down. Oh my goodness gracious, and here they in on a rush. Okay. Yeah, that was, not so sure what happened. Boys tried to get out of the zone. Baker blew a tire, fell down, and Galfand was hanging out on the blue line, took his time. There was nobody even close, and they give up a shorthanded goal. And that is not the way you want that power play unit to begin the season. Pretty good move by Galfand. He just waited and just sat it in. Went in 5-hole there. Kind of knew that was going to happen, unfortunately. 1-1, 1:29 left. They still have 53 seconds left on the power play. Shorthanded goal for Galfand. relatively composed after that goal. Usually likes to jaw and talk to the other team. It's early in the season, I suppose, and it is just first game pool play of the Twisted Wrister, so no reason to razz the other team quite yet, I suppose. All right, now we got Bevan working with Tarbert. Purchase. I think the goal is ready. All right, we got Purchase at center, and he's working with Lou and Coffey on the point. Draws one back. Coffey, oh, he's going to regroup. Didn't like what he saw. Sends it back to Tarbert. Tarbert sends it in. There's Bevan on the chase. Doesn't quite get there first. Creek's there and pretty easily clears all the way down the end. 35 seconds left on the penalty. There's Lou. He's got some time. He's going to survey the ice. Sent back to Lou. Lou back to Bevan. That's sent all the way back in. Sorry, that's Purchase. Now it's sent over there to Bevan. Let's see if they can organize anything. Yep, it does get organized. There's Coffey. Good aggressive kill by Creek. They can't get it out. This could be dangerous for Creek. Sends right on Tarbert. And the goalie slides over just to make that save. Big body there, fills up that net. Good play by Tarbert. Good quick shot, but the goalie had filled up the slot. We'll send the first unit back out for the remaining 8 seconds. We've got a couple defenders in there too. So we got King working out there with O'Donnell, Baker, Bodine, and Maddox. So we don't have the 5 forward work there. Ooh, chipped back around. King sends it back to Baker. Baker tries to keep it to himself, turns it over, and it goes all the way back out, and I don't think that'll be an ice. Now we got O'Donnell with 2 Creek kids giving chase. There's Maddox. He chips it up to Baker. Baker can't, oh, and it takes a weird bounce off that board. They would actually maybe call that one dead in the NHL league. There's Bodine. He blows up that kid from Creek. He's had enough of Galfan, like most of the rest of the league, too. Penalty is going to be called. I'm not so sure who that's on. Good body by Bodine on Galfan, but now the Creek boys are going to go to work on the power play. Maddox took a penalty. I wasn't quite sure what that is, which is problematic because he's one of the best penalty killers too. So we'll see how Creek does. Again, they've had several games to practice this power play. I watched several of them, and they looked pretty good on the power play. So let's see how the boys do, and I don't think the Eagles have had any time even to practice the PK. Missing another one of their best. Oh, yeah, Hoyt, another kid they're losing. How could I have forgotten the Hoyt? He's out of town and he's got a concussion. I always like watching Hoyt on the PK. There was so much intensity last year with Hirschfield. We got to find some of that new penalty kill magic. We got Baker now out there with deep. Good job. Oh no, I thought that King was going to get it out. Oh, all right, and there's the end of the first period. Pretty evenly matched game. I might have to give a slight tilt to the Creek kids. It does look like they've got a few more games under their belt. So it does make sense that they would have a little... Would make sense that they have a little bit more organization. So after, let's see if I can pull up some stats on that first period there. It's 1-1. Creek will start with a 1 minute and 49 second power play. And again, like I had mentioned, Creek has had several games through the year to work on that and work on the PK, and they've got that first line's very, very good. Oh no, not a bad period if you think about the fact that the boys have really only had a few days of practice. So all things considered, not a bad trying to pull up the games. I can't find the stats here on the game. Bear with me. I'll see if I can find it at some point. Get some shot totals, some positives there, and I think some work that George is going to do. One thing that I've seen is his ability to adjust and change on the fly. It seems, yeah, I don't see the live score sheet, so I'm not for sure. Must not be getting saved. I see Stephanie down in the box. You see now we've got Gabe Fisher on the PK, and that I think is working with deep. Draws one back, send all back in, and King's gonna send it down. He calls, I don't know why that guy, oh, he's calling a high stick. Minute 37 left in the power play. Creek's gonna try and get it in. They get it in off sides. That's some sloppy play. That's early in the season. That can happen. Try it again. Crease got that top unit out there. Toss won by Ritter. Over there, the Creek boys. Now see if they can organize. Got deep, good. Oh no, deep, good play, but he doesn't quite get it out. And that shot is high and wide. That doesn't score on a soccer goal. And now King tries to get it out, but he can't get it. He passes it up to the top to Bruins, and he's given a lot of time and space. You kind of want to get out there on him, I think, but now deep, now that, oh, and a fan job by Ritter on that shot. Now it's back to Ritter. Sends it back down low to Badassi and back to Ritter. Ritter looking, very easy shot, maybe looking for a tip. 55 seconds left on this power play. Send another couple of new PK unit out there. We got Bodine working out there, looks like with Bevan, trying out a couple of different units. Got O'Donnell out there, looks like with, oh no, comes out, Bodine fans on it, and now, oh, he can't get it out. O'Donnell tries to get it out, turns, and now the boys are organized. Gets through Bodine. Good stick at the last second to break it up. Good back check, good stick by Bodine. Needs to get out there high. Bodine's down way too low on this penalty. Goes for the deflection. Good save by Jordan. Good play by that Creek kid. Real slow shot at the net. Looking for the easy deflection. Bodine's first time out there on that PK. He's really, really slow on that, getting out to that point. Now we're going to try Fisher. Fisher and Bodine. Draws one. Bodine tries to backhand it out. Can't quite get it out. Good job getting out there on the kid. Now Creek sets up the umbrella, sends down low, there's some traffic. That is shot wide. And Bodine tries to scoop it out, but he can't get it out. Now the boys organize, they're a little bit slow. Oh, good job. Good save by Jordan at the last second. He kicked that leg out and made that pad save. This maybe one last rush for the Bruins here. See if they can organize here, and there they come with some speed. Get it in, do the Bruins. And that power play is over, 15 seconds. Charles comes back out of the bench. Can they hit him? He's got a lot. Oh, good. Oh, and they call him right back at a, oh yeah. They call him an interference, and that's a pretty good call, actually. I saw that happen. He pushed that kid down, and that's going to be called interference. Maddox gets out of the box and goes right back in the box. He must have some good snacks in there. Granted, I did only see the end of that play, so maybe the kid was in his way. I didn't quite see it. All I know is that Charles is back in the box. So now we're going to send out some new killers. Try Baker and deep. Have to fend off another 2-minute Creek power play. They got a different unit. Looks like Creek's trying some different combos too. Baker. Puck is sent out. Creek's got the umbrella. Dances. Good stick. Goalie didn't see that, but good stick by Deep to get in the way, deflected. That goes back up into the net. Only 9 seconds burned off that power play. Draws one by Creek. A cycle up top. Oh no, King falls down. Good save by Jordan. Pretty routine save though. No screen or anything in front. Oh, good play by, oh no, good, oh, wow. Good play by Baker, just turns and fires it down. Minute 30 left. The boys need to kill a little bit more. Deep comes off. Now we're going to send on Max Sutter. Here he comes a little bit later. The boys getting on. We got Tarbert working with Sutter. Two big boys out there. I like to see this PK combo, trying these ones out. Creek organizes, back, forth. They play keep away shot. Pretty routine blocker save. See if Creek wants to try and get another shot. Sends it back down low. King's still out there. We got two new forwards on the PK. And a one-time clap bomb that probably would have hit the flags hanging down atop the goal. That probably would have been 20 feet over the top of the net. There's another one. That was only 5 feet over the top of the net. But whatever the case, Creek is still organized. 49 seconds left. And this one, back and forth. Another shot, low shot. That one's not going to hit those flags. A little different strategy by the Bruins. Now, oh no, that kid snuck in on that back door. Pretty good play. Oh my goodness, and Coffey tries to clear it. He sends it in the bench, and that is going to be another D-zone face-off. 34 seconds left. Pretty good puck movement by the Bruins there, but they didn't get any real quality shots off. So good job clogging up the lanes and a couple good saves by Jordan. And now we've got Fisher out there with Bevan. See how this combo does. They need to kill another 34 seconds. Draws one back by Creek again. Good stick by Fisher. The Creek keeps it in. They're going to work it from top. Another low slot shot. Stick to side right into the slot. And oh, good job by Bevan. And now he gives chase on the forecheck. Good work by Bevan. 16 seconds. Good job menacing Bevan. Just that good pressure. And here Creek see if they can get one last rush. They get it in, but Asian leaves it. Shot wide, and we've got 2 seconds, 1 second. Maddox is back on the ice. Comes out, and now here, oh, good job getting the stick, but it comes, oh, good save by Jordan. Diving save on number 27 from Creek, good job. Saved the goal there, absolutely did he. There's Foy, bodies that kid, and a good job kind of laying off and not taking a boarding penalty too, because that kid had his face down. Kid had snuck in, number 9 did. Oh, and he forgets the puck. And they managed to get it out through the Screaming Eagles. A little bit disorganized here, but they did get through 4 minutes of power play by the Bruins. Now they dump it in. Bruins have it, and now the Screaming Eagles are going to change. We got Purchase on the forecheck. He's with Sutter. Sutter turns around, and it looks like the Screaming Eagles need another kid on the ice. They've only got 4 out there. They're not on the P. I'm not so sure what happened. There's a little bit of a miscommunication there still. I am not so sure what happened there. Caden Lewis skating off the ice, and that is a goal number 18. Certainly a miscommunication. The Creek got 4 people on the ice for a while. Caden Lou, I'm not so sure what happened, but he has left the ice. So now the Screaming Eagles are going to have 2 defensive combos, and now we're with Sutter, Purchase, and Tarbert. Tarbert tries to work it through, but he doesn't get it all the way through, and now it goes through King's legs. Sent back up, but Creek is there to collect it. Sent back to Jordan. King's got some time, and he turns and fires it through Tarbert's stick, and another shot high and wide. Creek, that looks like a high stick by, not so sure who that was on, but we're going all the way back down for this next face-off, and a short bench has gotten even shorter with Caden Lou, the lone goal scorer, now gone to the bench. We got Sutter in the face-off circle. Flanked by Tarbert and Purchase, and that sends all the way around to Jackson King. He turns and tries to send it in. He fans on it. Creek can't get it out though. Oh, Tarbert. Sutter was breaking, but Tarbert couldn't quite tee it up, and now Creek tries to get it through. A cute little pass, but that doesn't connect. And now that it's covered up, and looks like we might have a new line on two. Here comes Baker out there with Maddox, Bodine. Got Coffee. I think that's Foy on defense. Baker wins the draw, tends it back behind the net, sends it to Maddox, back to Baker. Baker turns, dumps it. Unfortunately, nobody was there. Bodine back in the back check, ties it up. Pretty good job. Oh my goodness, another pass right to the slot. Save. Some serious disorganization here by the Screaming Eagles. Not quite so sure what's going on. A little bit of trouble breaking out. Try this one again. I think they were trying that stretch play. Haven't practiced it much in practice. I think that Joey Baker's new to that one, so he hasn't seen that play yet. Baker's back in the face-off circle. He gets booted. See, Maddox is in there now, and he wins the face-off at the expense of, and now here we go. Donald, oh no, now they're just playing catch. Baker hits another pass a little bit off target there, and Ritter's gonna circle back around with it, or Galfan, one of the two. Bodine on the, now there's Baker again. Sends it back in a little bit out of sorts, I think, is Baker. Maddox takes some body. Oh my goodness, I thought that was in. No shot, and that's wide. The Screaming Eagles are all kinds of disorganized here. At least they got 5 skaters on the ice, though. Oh my goodness, good deflection there. There's O'Donnell to break that up, see if he can find a streaker. No, they still can't find a streaker. Now here comes Maddox. He's got a 3-on-1 with Baker. Oh no, and Baker can't get it. He was looking for his first high school goal. Here's Bodine back behind the net. Oh my goodness, he breaks a stick there, went $400. He has to run back to the bench. Holy cow, they were set up in pretty good shape there. A 3-on-1. And it didn't quite materialize. They had everything set up. Now we're going to try it again. Let's see if Deep can do it. The defense is flat-footed. He can't get around. There's Deep. Good move. Sends it back to the front, but nobody was there. Here comes Canapari. Can he get one through? Chip to the front. There's Coffee. Oh, shot saved by the goalie. Back up to the top. This is more like it, boys. There's Maddox. Cross ice. Oh, he turns fans on it. There's King. He turns, looks around. Back to the point. There's Coffee again. Down low side, they're on the power play. There's Maddox. Good shot. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Another fan job by King. There's Maddox. Dumps it back to Coffee. Coffee shoot. Tries to glove it, and it's gloved down by the Bruins. Holy moly. That was like they're on the power play. And I thought the Screaming Eagles were disorganized. Creek was even more disorganized on that play. Shot after shot after shot. Holy moly. Good work by a handful of kids there. Maybe that will get them juiced up and ready to go. Valor is down 2-1. Bruins are leading. Draws one by Canapari. Swept the side. Oh, King fans on another one. Uh-oh, now they got a break. Oh, and it's just out of his reach. Messina can't catch up to it. He's going to be kicking himself. Good job. Good hard work by Canapari. Good hard skate. Another kid fans on it. There's Bevan. Good shot. Oh, he couldn't quite get enough wood on that. Good little play to get it back to his forehand. He doesn't have the strength of MacKinnon, though, to make that top corner shot there, but good work by Bevan. Holy moly. Now this is getting interesting. Like the Screaming Eagles finally woke up. They're out of the nest. They're ready to play. Canapari, good hard shift there, too. Canapari, good job. Oh, Bevan. Oh, that's deep. Good job. Seeing that point wasn't open. Now back up to Coffee. Sends it back over to King. He'll try it again. That one's not fanned on. Good hard low shot looking for a deflection. And good job getting there as Bevan. Deep comes with some support. Canapari's hanging out top. Good job. Good positioning by the Eagles. That was new. And now it's sent all the way down, and that should be an ice. And it is. Good hard play by the Screaming Eagles this time. That is a little bit more like it. Oh no, and they're calling a Zam when it was going to be an Ozone face-off. I think George is saying, no, I want to keep playing and have that, or maybe it'll, actually, they must start with an ozone face-off then. All right, so we're going to have about a 15-minute break. I'll try and get some stats on the first period as we go into halftime as it is. The rules here in the Twisted Wrister are that they stop the clock at the closest whistle to halfway through the second period. So they'll make some new ice and get the boys back out here after the ice make, and so we'll come back on in about 10 to 12 minutes. And we are back. Was not able to pull up any stats, so I still don't know the shot totals or any of that, but it was certainly favoring the Bruins, and as such, they're on top 2-1. We do get that offensive zone face-off back. So let's see if the boys, they had some good pressure there towards the end of the seat. In the period, we got Baker back out there with Maddox. Draws lost, but Maddox gives chase, and that goes all the way back down. Is it going to be an ice? Yes, it is. Man, Creek has really racked up the icing calls. .8:17 left in the second period. Cherry Creek Bruins up 2-1. Baker in the face-off circle. Draws one by Creek again. They're going to try it again. Beaudain's on the forecheck. He's on the chase. It's chipped up. Doesn't quite make it through King. Sends it back in to Charles. Goes around. Oh, he used that play in the semifinals, and now they're back on sides, and Beaudain and Charles go for the forecheck. Good play, but it's shoveled aside harmlessly and back out past Baker, and now Cherry Creek's kicked off pedestrian skate all the way back down in. And there's Coffey to King, sent all the way back down, and that's going to be an ice going the other way. Yep, there's an ice. So 1 minute has ticked off in this second period post intermission. 7:43 left in the second period. They had that puck down in there for about a minute. Nothing much happened, a couple of icings, and they finally got the breakout going. And now we've got Gabe Fisher out there with Bevan deep. Looks like O'Donnell and Foy out there, and Creek shot good. Blocker save by Jordan. He's used that blocker several times to steer away the shots. Some good positive things I'll say so far in this first half of the game, but a lot to work on still. Line number 2 for the Bruins here, and they win that draw too. There's Gabe to collect it. Gabe Fisher, oh no, tries to pass it up, and he managed to get it up to himself. And now up to Bevan off of his stick, and he gets something started, races down to the corner, tries some body, loses the puck, stays with it. There's Gabe down to help, but here comes Creek. Out with it, cross-ice pass, doesn't connect. There's Foy. Good job chipping it up to himself. Gabe collects it. He gets bodied off. It's slap shot across the ice to Creek, and there's that pass. Doesn't make it through. Bevan, good hard work. Spin around pass, and that goes out of reach. Foy's got it. He's got some space. He dumps it in, but he passes it straight to the Bruin. And now here comes Liam Corcoran from Bruins, and he passes it. He tried to ice it, but it was intercepted. Sticked by Deep back to O'Donnell. O'Donnell back to Bevan, and Bevan lets the puck just go by him. He's got to be more aggressive than that. And now there's Messina skating around. Back up to the point. Good body by Fisher. Another good hard check. Good move, no icing. That's dumped all the way down in on a deflection. Here comes Max Sutterline. There's Tarbert on the forecheck, and good job by the boys to get back. Creek weaves around, shot high up into the netting. Gabe's had a couple good checks. His older brother Elijah would be proud of some of those hits. They remind me of watching Elijah, actually. Oh, there's Caden Lou. He's back out there. Maybe just an equipment malfunction or something, but he's back out there. And Max Sutter, the draw is tied up, fished out by Tarbert. He chips it out, and it won't be an ice. Good job by Purchase to get there. Disrupts that play. Sutter, oh, should have looked up. There was somebody right in the middle. Tried to organize. There's Purchase. He falls down. There's Sutter. Tries to skate it out of there, and there's Purchase. Good job. Good support by Perch. A couple guys are tied up, and here comes Creek. Man, the difference in the lines on these Cherry Creek. This is huge disparity in the different lines here. You can tell by Creek. Now Creek gets it out, scoops it back up a little bit wide. King doesn't get there first. He was a little bit slow on that play. Sent back, good hard shot. Is not on net. Creek keeps it in though. They're dominating here. King, he tries, and it's backhanded up to Tarbert. 1-on-3 though. He needs some support. He's got that good hard shot. Tries to go low. Good shot by Tarbert. He got the shot off and potentially a scoring chance. Here comes Maddox. He almost lined that kid up. Just the last second he pulled up. King tries to tie up that Creek kid. Fished out by Baker, but not quite. Now here's Maddox. He's got some kids with him. He's got Tarbert. Look at the speed by Maddox. Goes with the refs in the way. He goes back. Oh, tries to backhand it. Oh, there's kids in front. Oh, Baker just goes wide on the shot. Would have been his first goal. High school. Good play by Baker. Almost there. Good job by Maddox. The patience from Charles. Now on the foot. Oh, good play. Intercepted by Bodine. He chips it up. Tries to get up to himself, but he's not strong enough to maintain that puck. Now it goes back to Jordan. Little bit of mismatch here. Number one line by Valor. Fourth line here by Creek, third or fourth. And here it comes back out to the point as Creek turns and fires it in. Creek dipsy-daddle back up to the point, turn and no look shot back down into the corner. There's Coffey. He gets tied up. He's down there with Foy. This Creek line is doing some good work to burn up some. Oh, I thought that was another broken stick. Can't get it. And here comes Baker. He's going to get it up to Bodine. No, he could not get it up to Bodine. And that's glove down and save. He had the right idea, but he could not one-hand stick it up, and Bodine was in behind everybody. Would have had a nice shot at tying the game up, but as it is, he couldn't. A little bit of a good shift to start with, but then they lost steam towards the end. Here comes Gabe Fisher out. I might have jinxed him. He won every draw to start. Uh-oh, here comes Creek and these two fast kids. There's Badassian racing up the side. Can't get it through. Tied up by O'Donnell. O'Donnell bodies him off. Badassian sends it back out there to Galfan. Galfan in his feet. Turns, sends it all the way back up top. Oh no, Deep got to get out on that guy. He doesn't. This is like they've got a power play set up through the Bruins. I'm not so sure what's going on. Comes off of, oh my goodness, Badassian's in, back all alone. Oh my God, oh my goodness gracious, what a save by Jordan. Lazy play by, oh my goodness, I thought they had the break. Jordan just kicked that foot out and made a save. Unbelievable, that's the second one he's made like that so far this game. Some lazy play by the defense too, a little bit out of positioning too, letting that kid get back in behind. If that pass would have gotten there earlier, it would have been a no-brainer. Creek was a little bit slow to make that pass. Fired off by Fisher. Good job, big body on big body. Creek's dominating now though. Oh, gets hauled down, does Lou, I think that is. Now he needs to get back into position. He does get back into position. Oh my goodness, he passes it to Deep, 2 feet away. Now boys just need to get an ice here. O'Donnell back to Bevan. Bevan's gonna shovel it in. Backhand, oh my God, the boys might be caught in a change. No, good heads up play by the boys to stay on. They're all trying to get off and they need to get off the ice. These boys are tired. Canapari comes in to help out. He's got some fresh legs. We haven't seen him yet the second half. Good job by Deep. Send it up to Purchase. There's Purchase. He's in on a break. Good. Oh, that's an offsides, I guess. Oh, I guess Purchase got in there before the puck did. I didn't quite see that. And they're sending it down to the circle just outside the D zone. Canapari's working with Purchase and Tarbert. Coffey and Jackson King on the blue line. Draws one and no ice. They're saying a deflection. Pretty good play. Fished out by Tarbert. Boys are giving chase. Now here comes Creek. Good job by Tarbert. Good back check by Tarbert, but he just can't quite win the battle. Now there's King. Gets it up to Tarbert. He gets converged on by 3 Creek kids. Fished out by Canapari. All right, Coffey sends it back up to Purchase, but he can't get it out. He takes some body. Now Creek's wide open. Oh, it's a good attempted pass, but good stick there. I think that was Coffey to break it up. But now we're struggling to get the puck out of the zone again. Good save by Jordan. We've seen several of those sequences where the boys just can't get it out of the D zone. We're gonna try the Baker line out there again with Bodine and Charles. Coffey and Jackson King. See if they can maybe run that stretch play. Top line versus top line here. Oh my goodness. Draws one, but nobody was there. There's Maddox. He can't quite get it to Bodine. Oh, now does he have the speed? Bodine tries to get there. Oh, he can't quite get there. He tried, good hard hustle. Oh, King fans on it again. Now he sends it in. Beaudin gets offsides, he regroups. He's on the forecheck now. Creek sends it up. They can't get it in. That's a little bit of a misplay there too. I think Best Buy Golf fan. Yeah, he had the right idea. Now it's to Beaudin. He kicks it up in and out. All three offense are caught in pretty low. King's there to break it up. Oh, here comes Maddox. Maddox is working with Baker again. Oh no, Maddox forgot the puck. Good job. Oh man, Beaudin came in there. He should have blown up Badassian, but didn't. Badassian tries to get past King. King stands him up. Good play by King. Good job holding his ground, not giving him that ice. Back to Coffey, chips it around to King again. Good job by that pair. Tries to send it up. It's deflection. No, it's a deflection. There's Maddox. They're working. He's got to look up for a pass. Oh no, he's trying. Beaudin was right there wide open in front. Maddox tried to go with that backhand pass. Didn't have to be that creative. Now they're going to regroup. Maddox brings it in. Cross ice to Beaudin. Oh, he can't quite get it squared up. And now here comes Creek going the other way. This is like 3-on-3 in overtime. Creek makes the zone. Score. That was a pretty good shot there. I think that went in. Pretty good shot, bar down shot there. Kid was wide open, had a lot of space. That's 12 seconds left in the period, and that's a heartbreaker because Valor had a good rush and it went the other way. The kid was just standing there. Puck came right out to him, shot scored. Just like that, it's a 3-1 Bruins lead. That's the second or third time that's happened where Valor had the momentum. 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Oh my goodness. And there's the buzzer. Not the best period for Valor. They go up 1-0 and then give up 3 unanswered goals. The first one's shorthanded. Second one was shot from the point, I believe. And the third one, that shot, I think it was Sullivan, right out to the middle, just standing there and shot. Pretty poor positioning by the Eagles, but again, they had some good pressure, and it just was going the other direction. And on that kid's stick, and a really good bar down shot. Probably just barely went in. I should have watched a replay. I actually forgot about that feature. But man, Valor has had some chances on the rush, and they just can't get anything in the net. But it's early in the season, and it will definitely come, if memory serves. This is almost exactly what happened with the twisted wrister last season. Looking, try and get some stats up, but I could not find any stats. I'd say overall, much better pressure by the Bruins, and again, the Screaming Eagles are down 5 or 6 kids. 5 or 6 impact players on the varsity team. The Creek's got these couple good lines, and then it's a little bit different. Here we go, third period of play. Gabe Fisher is up there with Deep and Devin. Draws one. Oh no, Deep just leaves it there. And now here comes Creek. Sidesteps one. And now it's regrouped by King. Here comes Gabe. He sends it in. That shot is wide. Now it's chipped back up all the way down. That will not be an ice. Gabe is all the way back down there too. He's playing hard both ways on the ice here. That is just turned and sent down in. Oh my goodness, Gabe with another big hit, which is interference. Holy cow, that was a massive hit. I think they're saying that puck was a little too far past him in order to be delivering that hit. But holy moly, that was a big hit. And we're gonna see a replay of that. Yeah, Jackson King tried to get it out. Bounces off this guy's. That was pretty close. It was just off of his stick, and they called a penalty there. Gabe's asking the ref. That was actually a pretty good hit. I just saw the replay. It was just barely off of his stick. And now the ref's trying to explain something to him, but now Creek's going back on the power play. They fended off 2. How many more can they fend off? Draws 1 and chipped back out. Creek is going to regroup. We got Tarbert working with Sutter. Ritter makes the line. Backhand is just wide. Galfan sets up. He's got space right in the middle. Number 15, I think that's Brady Sullivan. Not sure though. Just standing there, nobody was on him. A little bit weak on the power play. He didn't see that play either. Good job by Foy to line that kid up, body him off, and now they are able to get it out. Okay, they clear it, they burn up a little bit of time. 1:14, here comes the next round of killers. Out there is Bodine. He's turned up, going the wrong direction. Good play, and that is off. Good play, good call. We've got Bodine out there, and that puck is gonna, okay, it's gonna be right there. We got Maddox out there with Bodine. Maybe they can get a shorty. That would be what they need. Man, did I like watching Maddox play shorthanded with Jenkins last year. They were more formidable than most power play units, so that was great. Maddox just chips it down. The boys go for the forecheck. Oh, Maddox, look, he's so good on that forecheck. Look at that, good play. Here comes Maddox. He's got a break. Stone, he had 2 guys come in. I bet you, what a play by Maddox to spring that one loose though. Man, it was a good stick play there. Now he's late getting back. And now he might have some space. Nope, that Creek keeps it in. And now they get it set up. Comes all the way back up top. Good low, hard shot, which is better than some of those air balls they had before. That's Messina working. Drops it. Uh-oh. There's Maddox again. He's got a break again. He's in all alone. Another try. Oh, no. Shot off the corner of the goalie up into the rafters. Holy moly, I think Charles has had 3 or 4 breakaways. I thought for sure that was going to be a goalie. He had plenty of space. He shot that from almost above the circle. Maybe he thought that the kids were converging. I'm not really sure what happened there. He had a lot more time, but what they did do is burn up some time with 2 good rushes. He had Bodine as a trailer, but Maddox got to take that. I would have bet, not a betting man, but I would have maybe bet $10 he would have made that shot. Maybe another equipment malfunction there. We're back on. There's 18 seconds left and 14:34 left in the game. Draws 1 by Creek. They need to get back to the Eagles. Good job. That was maybe sent in offsides, and it may blow that dead, but that's a tough call there actually, because that puck actually had been sent out. I'm not so sure he should have blown that one dead, but whatever the case, 7 seconds left. Bevan working with deep on this PK unit. Draws 1 back. Good job. Foy had a little bit of time there. He could have maybe skated up a little bit more, but as it is, that kills the penalty. That's 3 good penalty kills. If they could play this team as good 5-on-5, and that's a mishap by Creek, and now it's just pitchforked up. Fisher gets it up to deep. He winds around 1, tries to backhand and get it to the other. Turnover by Creek boys. Now there's deep. He comes out with it. Good job staying with it. Tries to center it. Can't quite get it out. Now it goes all the way down. Foy has to turn around. Oh, it's chipped up. Pretty good play by that Creek kid, and that's lofted back over the top. And I'm assuming they're saying that hit the net. Must have been up into the netting, I assume. 13:39 left, 3rd period. Here comes Baker out there with Maddox and Bodine. Oh no, that's Bodine with, oh, I'm sorry, I got that line all wrong. That's Canapari with Tarbert and Purchase. I didn't get one name right on that line. sleight of hand there by the Eagles. Maybe it'll turn into some goals. Good job by Canapari. He's working hard. So is Purchase. Good job by Purchase bodying that kid off. Tarbert gets his stick in the way. Gets just out. Canapari had gotten all the way back again. Good work. Sent back in by Canapari on net. Basically a dump that turned into a shot. Now here comes Creek. Oh, good job by Creek fending off that icing. I think that's Wyatt Tony rolls that kid over and gives him a little bit of extra. That should have been a penalty, actually. He kind of cross-cut that kid to the back, and that's an ice. That's a bad play by the ref. He missed a call right there. It was right in front of him. The kid literally cross-checked him in the back of the head, and the ref didn't call it, and then they iced it, and he's quick to call that one. Not so sure about that call, but .12:49 left, third period. Bruins are up 3-1. Certainly had more ozone time. Valor's had their chances, especially Maddox Charles with some of these breaks. Baker into the faceoff circle again. He wins that one. Back to King. King sends it back around to Maddox. Good stick work there, but Creek organizes. Badassian comes out with it. Gets around one, that's familiar. Tries to stick count around everybody. And now it looks like Creek set up. Good hard shot. Quick shot by Ritter from the point. Good save by Jordan. This first line of Creek's pretty good, and they moved the puck pretty well. If not for some great saves by Lucas Jordan in net, this could be a 5-1, 6-1 game. Well, maybe 6-3. Maddox has had some good. We're going to pull somebody out of the face-off circle. There goes Ritter. Baker's going to stay in there. Good win. Oh, I guess he's not getting pulled out. Are they pulling out Baker? No, they're putting in Badassian. All right. Let's see how Baker does against his former Crevo teammate. Wins back into the corner. King can't get there, though. Oh, no, gets it past Bodine. Good. Oh, my goodness. That could have been dangerous, but as it is, harmlessly back in the corner by Compy. Now the boys are on the skate. Here's Baker, cross ice, tipped up into the bench. That was a dangerous pass. Cross ice, and Maddox could have really got blown up in open ice like that. Pass wasn't really there. .12:11, there goes the first line. Back out, now we got Gabe out there. Deep and Bevan. Foy and O'Donnell on the blue line. Chipped up by Creek, can't get it past O'Donnell. Back to Foy. Foy, good head-up play. Oh no, Deep turns it over. O'Donnell's there, needs to be a little stronger and more aggressive on that play. Matino walks his way in, then he gets his own rebound. Another shot, good save by Jordan. Shipped out. Good move by Creek to keep it in. Spins off one, good body by Fisher. Fisher's played a great game so far, real physical too. Physical, good solid play. He's got to get out there and block that shot. Sends back out to the point. Yeah, Bruins have set this one up. Another blocker save. Pretty easy save. And now the boys, can they get it organized? Backhanded up by Bevan, a little bit out of the reach, but there's Fisher on the skate. Man, he is playing both sides. Oh, another good body. That Creek kid was just going peculiar there. He changed directions, went right back into Fisher. He wanted a little bit more of the business, I guess. Good hard play by Gabe, though. Both sides of the ice. Intercepted. Oh, it was in Caden Lou's feet. Deep skates past it. The puck is just bouncing. Nobody wants it deep. Oh, and Bevan had snuck down low. Actually, Purchase had snuck down low. Now it comes back, and there's King. King organizes over to Deep. Oh no, one-handed by Purchase to nobody. Now it's back in by Creek. Left. Here we go, here's Tarbert. Well, he gets sealed off by a Creek kid, and now they're gonna try and organize, and they get it all the way down in no ice. Good job by King playing the body. sealed up. There's Lou to help out. Fished out by Sutter. Tries to get it up. Purchase tries to get it out, but he can't clear the zone. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh, bouncing. Oh my goodness gracious. Jordan gets back. Great play by Jordan. Weird bouncing puck. Bad, little bit of bad luck there, and that Creek kid was there. Good stick at the last second. I couldn't tell if, I think that was by King to break that play up. Another good save by Jordan. Man, he's had some. Top line against top line again. That was won by Creek. We're gonna fish it out. Creek's gonna set up, screen. Everybody was screened, pushed out of the way by Foy. Good play. Oh, Maddox saw that puck coming, but didn't quite get there. Sent back in, there's Coffey. Bodain's just standing there, and he turns it over. Tries to battle this kid out, and now, comes up to Baker. Baker's working with Charles. Baker goes up the side. Tries to get it through. Doesn't get it. Bodain's late on the check, but he tries to keep it in. Good job getting into the play. There's Baker, helps out. Now we got Foy in there too. Get it down low, boys. You got to get it down low. There's 4 kids caught up. Somebody takes a penalty. There's Maddox. Oh, no! Score! There you go. Finally. Maddox Charles. Sweet goal. See on the replay, Maddox. What a nasty goal. I think we're going to the replay. Got the replay right here, and it's hard to tell. Actually, you couldn't tell from the replay too. That's very close. And they're talking about it. Here we come. It's hard to tell if that was a goal or not. Bauer was right there and he was calling goal. He had a good view of it, so I think they're saying it is a good goal. It's now 3-2, and I think that's Ritter got booted from the game. I didn't see what happened there. I didn't see what Ritter did, but he's out of the game. But there's no penalty, so it could have just been unsportsmanlike. Might have said something to the ref. As it is, 3-2 Bruins. Sent back in by Lou. There goes Fisher. And that's going to be a big loss. That big Ritter as their #1 center. That's, kicks out front. Bevan can't quite get there. Some stick work, and here comes Creek out with some speed. Working with Messina, and Sullivan blows a tire. Pass, and there's Corcoran. He turns and fires. The attempt, and the net is off its moorings. That was some dangerous play there. Good job stopping that rush. 8:56 left in the third period. Bruins are up 3-2. You're going to see the Sutter line out there. Sutter's out there with Purchase and Tarbert. Caden Lou on with Jackson O'Donnell there. Jackson gets it up to Sutter. He's got the seam. He goes out. Oh no, Tarbert was thinking about the shot. Oh, it's back to, Sutter could not get it queued up. O'Donnell on a change. Good job keeping it in. Good job by Tarbert keeping it in. Purchase is on the forecheck now. Creek tries to get it out, but they just can't. I've seen that before. Good job, good shot there by Baker. Good no-look shot. I don't think the goalie expected that. They're in the middle of a change. Lou chips it up to Baker. He tries to chip it back, and it's sent back in. Creek's gonna go for a change. A big mismatch on lines there. Baker needs some help. He's gonna regroup. He's gonna survey the situation. He's gonna try and stick handle it out. Doesn't get it out. That Littleton stuff, there it is. Here we are now, Lou, that's the Maddox. Bodain joins the play. There's Baker hanging out up top. See if Maddox can spin it around. Nope, he couldn't quite. Good job by Baker getting there. Centering pass is broken up. Good play by that Creek kid to be there at just the right time. 7:41 left. Right idea there by Joey. He's right in behind. He knew Maddox was there, and that Creek kid got a stick down at just the right time. They got their top line out there, and so Creek's going to match it with some of their top kids too. Baker in the faceoff circle. He's been good the last few, actually. Don't jinx him. Oh, good. He tried to. Oh, good job. That was a good play. Tipped it up to himself, past to Bodine. He couldn't get any wood on it. Good try. Sent all the way back around. King, good job not leaving his post. Bodine gets over there a little bit too late. King cross ice to Coffey. Up to Maddox. Oh, tried to go off the board to Baker. That play just wasn't there. It was the right idea, but there was nothing there. Good stick by Coffey to break that up. Baker tries to backhand it up, and it was clogged up. Now there's 4 Creek kids within a blanket separation. There's King really working. Thought I saw a hand go up. Goes to Maddox. Can he get by him? He does. He's got Bodine working with him. Oh, shot. I thought Maddox was going to go for the centering pass. Those kids converge pretty quick. 4 Creek kids. That's amazing. Maddox's speed and the way he chips it past those kids. Sometimes he goes wide. Sometimes he goes inside ice, but he gets it up to himself, and the kids, they know it's coming, but they just can't do anything about it. Now we got the Fisher line out there. He tries to win it to himself, but sent back into the corner. Good job pinching up. Is that a broken stick? Amazing. They're winning another $400. O'Donnell's parents are like, my goodness, they're winning $400. Now he's right back on. Nope, I think Lou's back there. Man, he's a good skater. Look at him get back. Sent in. There's Lou. He gets there. Oh, no. Kind of pull. Oh, my goodness. He just passed it right to the Creek kid. Oh, my gosh. Right off the face. Good job by Jordan. I think Lou kind of panicked a little bit. And there we are. I've seen that before. They kind of always try and stick handle around the kids, and that usually doesn't work at this level. I've seen Badassi do that all the time. Fisher, he gets it out, chips it up through center ice, and that's back. There's Deep on the forecheck. Good hard pressure. Sutter joins. Good stick by Deep to just disrupt that play. And that's what happens. Good job by Lou. Sends it up. Deep can't quite get there. Bodied off by the Creek kid. 5:50 left in the third period. It's sent down in. King gets there. Tries to send it up to Deep. He goes for the one-touch pass. Sutter gives chase. He gets some help from I think that's Purchase helping him. No, that's Bevan. Coffey changes direction. He's going to go back behind the net. Up to Tarbert. Cross ice. Oh, my goodness. That was almost a suicide pass, but no, he got it. There's Sutter. Oh, he tried to pass, but it was a no-look pass the wrong side. Sutter regroups and sends it in. Now the boys give chase. Another one of those touch passes that doesn't connect. Creek kid gets tied up. But now here comes Creek, this number 18 with some speed. Oh, good play, good back stick, but they just can't get it out. Oh no, this is just, and a fan job. Good poke by Jordan. Another good play by Jordan. Man, is he good in net right now. And King's seen enough. He's gonna ice it. Not a terrible play, I suppose. 4:41 left in the third period. 3-2 Bruins. I'm gonna get the number 1 line out there. Got Baker working with Maddox and Bodine. This is when somebody needs the tying goal and then somebody needs the go-ahead goal. It goes without saying, I suppose. Draws one by Creek. That defenseman for Creek sort of panicked. There's Foy. He tries to get it past. He gets tied up, sent back into O'Donnell. He's got a new stick. Chipped up. Tried to get it into Maddox on the break, but he can't get it there. Jordan leaves it for Foy. Foy, weird bounce. Oh no, Baker, right idea, but wrong person. Now sent back down in the corner. There's O'Donnell. With Maddox. Oh, just out of the reach of Bodine, and that will be an ice. 4:05 left. Third period. Could not quite get it, and they definitely had the line mismatch out there. Creek had, I think, one of their lower lines out there, and The boys had their top line. Now we'll try the Fisher line out here. We got Fisher working with Bevan. Still got the same defensive pairing. We got Foy and O'Donnell on the back. Deep, shovels it over. Back. Uh-oh, comes right out front. Turns and fires. Good last second stick. Deep got a little torn up. There's, oh, good work by Foy. Shrugs off one. Oh, gets a deflection. They're in. Oh, I thought he deflected that. That ref just could not wait to call that ice. I thought Bevan got a stick on that. 3:40 left, third period. Man, I thought for sure Bevan got a stick or a body or something on that. Fisher in there, draws one back to Caden Liu. Gets it all the way. Oh no, King just looked and passed without looking at what was going on. Now Bevan's tied it up. Not so sure about what's going on here. He needs some help. It's one out by Creek. Good job by Gabe. Man, he is just playing some good hard body work. Sent back to Liu. To see if Liu can get it out. He does get it out. It's knocked down by Fisher. 3:12 left in the third period. The King. And they're saying that he closed his glove on it, and that's going all the way back down. 3:08 left. Here comes Sutter line out there now with Tarbert and Canapari. Nice to see a goal from this line. You got Lou, he's out there working with Jackson King, that is. Sorry, there's two defense named Jackson. Pulling another kid out of the face-off circle. Doesn't matter because they won that one too. Good job by Tarbert staying point. That puck goes out, but this is, we can't seem to get it out again. And there's the attempted stick handling, and that never works. Let's see it now. That's interference. That's good play. Yep, so now we get the boys out there on the power play. This is what they need. 2:42 left in the third period, and that's what happens. I tell you, the number of times I see these kids try and stick handle it at the blue line or stick handle it out, it does not work at this level. That kid tried to stick handle and keep it in, and it got taken from him, and then the boys had a rush, and he had to interfere in order to stop that rush. So here we go. We got Fisher. We got the 5-forward line out there. Covered up, draws one back, 2:38 left, so the majority of this second period. There's been no power play goals scored so far in the game, just one shorthanded goal. Hasn't been a lot of penalties, actually. I think these teams took, oh, good job, win one back by Fisher. Fisher to Bodine, Bodine back, dances around, all the way cross ice to Fisher. Oh no, you can't be doing that when you take that shot and it misses. It always goes all the way back down. That's not the right shot on the power play. He had plenty more time than that. Can't be doing that on that power play. Up to Bodine. Hits a streaking deep. Oh, he tries that extra. Oh, Deep tried one last move to get around that guy. Good look by Bodine, but it was, and Deep had some position there too. And here comes Maddox. Creek does a good job blocking up zone entry. Not this time. Maddox weaves through the whole team. Baker's got some shots to Bodine. Score! That's a tying goal, and that is it. That ties the game up. They're conferring that. They're conferring. Bodine poked that in. I'm not so sure what the refs are talking about. Bodine is talking to the other bench too. That's not really appropriate. I'm not so sure what the refs are talking about. I'm hoping they say that's a good goal. We're looking to see him point at the goal. Creek kids are standing there like it's no goal. The Valor kids are already celebrating like they've tied the game up. And what do we got? No goal! They just say no goal. Let me see the replay, and here they come. I can't believe, they can't wait to make that call against Valor. puck was not in, and then I'm not so sure why they waved it off. They never blew the play dead, and I'm not so sure, but that's what happens. These refs can't wait to make that call. That is just amazing. All right, so now we've got 1 minute, 6 seconds left in the power play. Boys need to keep their wits about them because they still have a minute left on the power play. They can certainly tie it up. Bodine was going to wish he had that first shot over again. He fanned on it. It was a grounder right underneath the goalie's pad. But pretty good work there by the boys on that power play. So now they're telling who needs to be on the faceoff. Okay, that's deep. Good job. Wins it back to Maddox. Maddox weaves around one, sends it back to Bodine. Bodine's going to survey. Back to Maddox. Maddox over there to Fisher. Oh no! Good job by Maddox keeping it in. Over to Bodine. He's got, oh no, he goes down low to Baker. Baker's got some time. Oh, he shoots through some traffic. I'm not so sure that was the best shot. Now it's sent all the way back down. 42 seconds. Definitely had the Bruins out of sorts on that. Won a couple of extra passes. See if Maddox, he gets past one, no problem making zone entry, and that's not the best shot either, but they seem to maintain possession of it. Good job by Baker there, keeping it in. Fowler pulls the goalie. Now they got 6 out there. Good delay. Oh, deflected up into the netting. Another shot from above the circle. 17 seconds on the 6-on-4, and then we'll have about 40 seconds left in the game. I'm not so sure about those last few shots. You wanted to make that extra pass, but Maddox, you know, he scored so many goals from that spot that he must have saw a window that he liked. He took a shot at that window but wasn't able to connect. Looking for a replay of that goal. Yeah, and there was Bodine to poke it in. I'm not so sure why they called that goal off. They didn't blow it dead. He poked it in. That was a terrible call by the ref. I'm not so sure what they possibly could have called there, actually. Why they did wave it off, but whatever the case, he's going to want that first shot over again. Oh, that just happened. Now we got the replay back on. It was off there. We now have it for this last 59.9 seconds. We'll see. We'll have to get an explanation. Maybe the kids will know why they called that goal off. It was loose under that goalie's pad. Bodine reached through there and poked it in. And I just don't know why they could have possibly called that off, because they did not blow the play dead. I don't know, maybe they didn't like the fact that the Valor kids were already celebrating. Who knows, but whatever the case, they called it off. And now we got a 6-on-4 for 17 seconds. All right, need a face-off win here by Fisher. See if they can do it. About a minute left in the game, draws one back to Maddox. He's gonna circle over there to Bodine. Back to Maddox. Oh, maybe not the best shot. Ay, ay, ay. I'm not so sure about this shot selection. They're taking these shots and they don't have the right windows. The Creek boys are clogging the lanes up and shooting. That kid was down on one knee and that shooting lane was totally clogged up. Not so sure about that. You want a little bit better shot. Now here we go, one last draw. Here they go, now they're back. Oh, Creek gets back on, it's 5-on-6. Oh my goodness. Does it again. That was, oh my goodness. Here we go again. They're going to have a talk with Gabe. You can't be taking that shot and go wide like that, because then that puck goes all the way back down. Ay, ay, ay. Maddox was down in too deep. 13 seconds left. It's 2 times on that power play that Gabe did that. He went for that wide angle shot, and if that shot misses, it's an automatic puck goes back out of the zone. Hank used to talk about that all the time last year. And that should do it. Clock's going to wind down. One last rush maybe. Puck's intercepted. And that is game. 3-2 Bruins win. Not a bad first outing by the Valor Eagles, considering this is the first time the squad has actually been on the ice together as a team. Some real good positives, some good puck movement, and but some things to build on. Not their best performance, but a lot of good stuff there, and I still want an explanation of why that goal was called off, because it certainly shouldn't have been called off. Whatever the case, we are back at it tomorrow, 11:50 a.m. Good to see some of the new faces on the ice, some good performances. And I was really hoping that we'd be in OT at this point, but we'll wait and see. We'll talk with the coach what it was, but we will see you tomorrow morning. 11:50, I believe the game is at. We have a 2-gamer tomorrow. I believe it's maybe it's at 11, shortly after 11, 11:05. It is at Family Sports. So we'll see you there tomorrow. Good night from South Suburban.